It's time again for another No Excuse November video, my school challenge for the month of November to enhance our drawing skills by going through the figure and the features to really just practice and knuckle down to get that work done. Now, I've been banished to the Shadow Realm here over at TikTok, so if you're seeing this video, that's awesome. Apparently the robot and the algorithms don't really like my work, but that's okay. Humans are better anyway. So let's talk about mouths. I think it's very, very important if you're going to do any sort of artwork that has characters interacting with each other, or like if it's a comic, if it's storyboards, and if it's animation, anything that has some visual narrative to it where these characters are alive and speaking, I think it is wildly important for you to be able to draw the mouth in different shapes and different movement. Now, the mouth is definitely has a lot more dimension than we tend to think it does. We tend to flatten it out a little bit too much, but really the lips and the cheeks and everything, there's a lot of dimension there. You get some really amazing and really interesting shapes out of it. But the reason I believe that it's so important to draw the mouth open is because that's going to add so much life to your drawing. That's realism. That's relatable. People can place themselves, they can feel that. And something that has always bothered me when I was younger was artists who would tell stories like comics that they would have word balloons and they would have dialogue happening on a page, but everybody on the page had their mouth closed. And that always bothered me, and I never really knew why. And it's because everything felt really stiff. And I noticed as I got older that whenever I saw the mouths open on a page, I always felt like I engaged a lot more. So whenever I'm drawing a comic, I want to look at the word balloons, and I like looking at about halfway through whatever phrase that character is saying. So I pick it, whatever word it is, whether a vowel, consonant, shape, based on the tone of what's being said. I want to figure out all that stuff because that's the mouth shape I want to draw my character doing. And the reason I do that is because I don't really have much of a scientific backing for this. This is sort of more of a theory and how I read, is that about halfway through that word balloon, and whenever you're reading it, your brain's already registered what the rest of the balloon says. So you don't really need to linger on that dialogue. Your eye is moving through the page and already looking at the characters. So it just helps to really sell that the character is saying what's being presented. And that's why I think it's so important to be able to draw the mouth in just so many different shapes and angles. So thanks for watching. If you got a chance to, remember to share it, since we're going to fight this shadow ban a little bit. Head on over to my school for the downloadable worksheets as we continue No Excuse November, and remember to get out there and draw. Thanks, everybody.